Time for a little more videoing. This is the next project. Of course, we've had several in between. But right now it's time for haircuts. So, one of the things we do on the homestead that saves us quite a bit of money is we do our own haircuts. Sometimes the girls and I will get cut in town, but most of the time we don't do much hair cutting for the girls. A little bit of a trim, and for the guys, I do the haircuts. So, I'm going to go ahead and do that. This is not a how-to. It would be more of a how-do, how not to. But we're going to give Dale a haircut, and I'll show you what it looks like when it's done.
Make sure you cut the white ones off.
Okay, so here we are. We're just finishing up. I'm just trimming up the neckline a little bit. I'm sure there's plenty of people that'll tell me I'm doing it wrong, and that's okay. Then,
get some back here.
So we got rid of quite a bit of hair here. He will finish up the sideburns when he shaves. But for the most part, we got it done. So there we go. Much better.
My head will stay on now.
Yeah, his hat will stay on now. So anyway, that's all there is to it. It just takes a few minutes. It's definitely worth it. Save 15, 20 bucks. You should try it too. This is what I use for cutting hair. Usually a glass of water to wet things down when I'm using the scissors. I do have a pair of thinners that I use depending on which one of us it is. That's really nice, especially in the summertime. And of course the trimmers themselves have different gauges. I'm not even sure if that's the right word, but depending on where you're cutting, it's simply a comb. And we did invest in a new pair of scissors, and you've heard me say before I try and buy local, and I really do, but these I happened to order off of Amazon, and they came with the thinners as well, which was really nice. So I'll clean this up and put it away. Honestly, I think this was even in the pet section because our human one went kaput, and this was on clearance at one point, and we've been using it probably 10 years now, and it works just fabulous. So watch for things like that. You never know what you might find or where. And yeah, it's cordless, it charges, and works really great for us. I can't even imagine how many dollars worth we've saved on doing haircuts. So you can obviously watch YouTube videos. If you're real particular about your hair, then you probably don't want to do this. You probably just want to keep going to town, and that's fine. But for us, it works really well, and it's a simple way to save some money. So let us know in the comments, what do you do? Do you cut your own hair? Do you have a family member cut it? Or do you go to town? Hello, friends. Welcome back to Nebraska. Lots of projects happen every single day, and I will try to incorporate as many of them as I can onto the channel. Today I'm going to make laundry soap. We do buy laundry soap once in a while. I try not to. It's just more expensive even when I buy the cheap stuff. And I like being able to do it myself. I'm really hands-on, so that's what I'm doing. I'm trying out a new tripod today that I ordered. I got 2 of them that I ordered, and pretty excited about them. One is more of a tabletop version, and this one obviously is a little bit taller. So we're going to see how that goes. So I'm just going to show you what I'm doing here. First of all, these are going to look backwards to you because I've got the camera flipped around. On my phone, I would love to upgrade. But right now, I have the option of one direction or the other. And so if I'm able to see myself and what I'm doing, then the print's going to look backwards to you. I'm sorry. So first of all, I use a box of borax, and also the great big box of baking soda. Biz works really good, and sometimes I use OxyClean, but I'm out of the OxyClean, and so I'm using the Biz, and that works really well. And then the other thing, Elsie just came in. Hopefully she came in to make some more brownies, because they are almost gone. There's like 2 bites left. And then I use some Ivory soap or False Napa. And I had Ivory on hand today, so that's what I'm going to use. I like the False Napa, the smell of it for about 3 days, and then after that, for some reason, I'm just sick of it. So most of the time, I go with the Ivory. So just opening up the package here, and then I just use my grater, and I'm going to try to tip the camera and see if I can get that to focus for you. So we'll try that, or I'll try the different tripod and see how that works. So give me just a moment. Okay, so we're going to try from another angle. You can hear my machines are running. Dishwasher behind me. Most of the time I do use the dishwasher. I'm not someone who likes to do dishes by hand. Of course I do sometimes, but not if I don't have to. Washer and dryers are running. Today's July 5th. We had a nice relaxing day yesterday, 4th of July, and got to see some fireworks last night. That was really fun. As you can see, this grates super, super fast. I'm already like a third of the way through the bar. And I'm going to do about 3 bars. As I'm watching the time, I'm literally like 50 seconds into this video, and I've just about finished the bar. So it does tickle my nose a little bit. Makes me want to sneeze. Of course, you want to be careful of your fingers. So in the comment section below, why don't you tell me what you did for the 4th of July last night? Did you go watch fireworks? Did you do fireworks at your house? Alright, so as you can see, that took like a minute to do a whole bar of soap. And then what I'm going to do is just go ahead and add that to my big bowl. Just like that. Alright, so then I'll continue on. I'll go ahead and do that and show you when I'm finished. As I'm starting my second bar of soap, it's going really, really fast, and it reminded me that I wanted to talk to you about another thing about making your own laundry soap, but also just the soap that you use in the house. So right now I'm at about 20 seconds. I am just about done with this bar of soap, and you're going to be able to see a big difference in this bar. There we go. And the previous one. So less than 30 seconds, and I was able to do that entire bar. But here's the difference. You see how this one looks like grated cheese, and the other one is really, really fine. Can you see that? Okay, the difference is these 2 bars and the one that I just did are a brand new package. And the one that I did at first, that was a bar of soap that had set just like this in the cupboard. So a lot of the moisture had leached out and evaporated and made that just a harder bar. I find that when that happens, it actually will work better in the soap because it just dissolves quicker. So that works really nice. You might want to use a smaller grate. I think that's what I'm going to do with the remaining bars. This recipe that I use, as I said, calls for 3 bars. So I think the last one, I'm going to go ahead and do just a smaller grate on it. But as you can see, it really is filling up those little holes. It just doesn't work as well. But that's all right. It'll still work. So just a heads up, you might want to let your bars of soap sit in the cupboard a little bit unwrapped so that some of that moisture goes out of it. And if you use bar soap in your wherever, next, whatever sink it happens to be, kitchen, bathroom, whatever. You might also want to let it sit out and evaporate some of that moisture as well, because it just simply will last longer for you. So as you can see, this is just kind of sticky. I can put it together like, I don't know, Play-Doh. It feels waxy even, but that's because of the moisture that's in it. Okay, so all the ingredients are in the bowl now. The 3 bars of soap, the Biz detergent. You could use OxyClean, as I said. You see a little bit of powder in the air, but not too much. The borax, the baking soda, and then my ground ivory soap, or grated, I should say. So I just use my hands because I find it easy to stir it up really well. I can taste the baking soda just a little bit in the air. Now, I have in the past made liquid detergent or laundry soap on my own. I just really like storing the powdered. It doesn't take up as much room, and yeah, I just don't have to have all those jugs of it. I have done like the 5-gallon version of liquid, and it worked great. You have to stir it or shake it when you want to use it, but it does work well. But for right now, we like the powder. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my jar and replenish it. This is the jar that I generally use. It's a gallon. It's not a canning jar. It's just decorative, and I got it several years ago at my local farm store. Got a little bit of powder and dust on there. Super cute though, and I have one that's a little bit smaller, as well as my regular canning jars. So that's what I use. I'm going to grab a scoop. And go ahead and just put it in my jar, and that's literally all there is. Now, I might have a little bit of powder in the air at this point, nothing that I need a mask for, but you might taste it just a tiny bit. So this has taken me probably 5 minutes maybe to mix this up. We do a lot of laundry, at least 3 loads a day, and this will last us well over a month. The recipe says to use 1 tablespoon. I always use 2. We have pretty dirty clothes. Okay, so there's 1, and then I'm going to use this one too. This big bowl gets used for a lot. It's stained right now. Everything from laundry soap to picking mulberries. I have 3 of them actually, of these big white Tupperware bowls. Had them for years, and they get used constantly. Okay, so that's it. I'll store just a regular canning lid on here. This one has a seal on it, and that works fine. I don't really have not had problems with it getting lumpy or anything like that. So about 2 tablespoons does our laundry. It comes out clean. I don't have any issues with it at all. And that's, dirty, smelly clothes. So that works really well for us, and I hope that you will try this recipe too. Thanks. So I've got everything cleaned up. It just was simply a matter of wiping off the little table where I was working to make the laundry soap. It was quick and easy, and I just really like having the option of doing it myself. It might not be for everybody, and some people don't like having or using homemade laundry soap, and that's fine. There are plenty of discussions out there about using borax, and I I just don't know enough about it. So I'm following the recipe that I was given years ago, and it works well for our clothes, and so that's what we use. One thing I wanted to mention is that as I look back on the video, the words weren't actually backwards. I tried trimming them out, and I'm going to that section out and editing it, I should say, and I'm still learning how to do that. So I'm going to try and cut it out, but no promises whether it will be or not. In the meantime, if you like our channel, please subscribe. And please, we're a baby channel, so share it with other people. Let them know that we're here. Have them subscribe and watch our videos. And by all means, comment and let us know what you want to see. You know, what kinds of things do you like to watch on YouTube? What are you interested in? What do you want to learn how to do? If you're interested in homesteading and livestock and doing things for yourself, whether it's with your own machinery, for putting up hay, like we were talking about earlier today, hubby and I, or maybe it's making your own laundry soap, then please let us know and share that with other people. So like this video, subscribe, and share it with other people. Thanks so much, and have a blessed day.